Perfect.
So, welcome to my wrist lock seminar for today. Thanks everyone for coming. It's awesome. We got guys from Red Deer, Tenhold, Stuart from Sylvan, and from Edson. Yay! So today we're going through wrist locks. Just in case that was a surprise for you. The topic for today is wrist locks. I love wrist locks. You know, if you know me, my history, I did Aikido for 9 years. It's lots of wrist locks. It's similar to Aikido, except better. And doesn't have Steven Seagal, so obviously that makes it better, regardless. Wrist locks I like wrist locks a lot. There's definitely people that don't like them. The issue with wrist locks is it's a lot of pain compliance. So you've got that. A lot of people don't do them, so you get that. Well, how far does it go? You gotta learn it, like any other submission. You gotta learn where the range of motion is. And you've got people that are less flexible. Someone like Brendan, who when you touch his wrists and he's tapping. And you got people that are more flexible. Young ladies tend to be very, very flexible that way. 14, 15. It's frustrating to wrist lock them. The other.
If you're wrist locking 14
We've kind of got a pretty open dojo rule set here. You know, if you're 8 and throwing wrist locks on while we're in class, give you a high five.
Especially prison rules.
Okay. But that's just kind of our style here. Is we're pretty open. I've got 12-year-olds doing not heel hooks, ankle locks. Not heel hooks, they're doing ankle locks. So I mean, you're not allowed to compete with wrist locks till your blue belt, but like ankle locks, like heel hooks, things like that. I definitely feel practice them, especially in the club. So when you get to that level, you're ready and you're prepared. The other one note for wrist locks is it's funny sometimes, but people aren't used to them. So you get that. I'm fine. Jeez. Well, it's a tap, but tap sooner. So, you know, I watch ankle locks and knee bars and heel hooks and things like this go through right there. Nobody did them. They were shunned in prison rules. They were made, and now everyone's doing. Wrist locks. So I've always been calling it wrist locks. What was it? So when I was 14, I moved from Calgary to Red Deer, and jumped around in a bunch of different martial arts schools, and I ended up settling with Arashi-Do in Red Deer, and with Kirishigiri for years. But the only time I had to use martial arts when I was in school was like the second day, new high school, new city, didn't know anybody. The class bully was sort of, oh, you know martial arts, da, da, da. We were in class, I just reached over and went, whoop, whoop, and I held him. I'm like, is there going to be a problem? Nope. We sure? Yes. And I let go. And the teacher, is there a problem over there? Nope. Nobody bothered me for the next 4 years. That was it. It's like, that's all I had to do. It's part of the reason why wrist locks did. I'm such a huge fan of wrist locks. So I see wrist locks come along the same way. Maybe not quite to the extent as some of the other guys, but we'll do that. So we're going to start off with self-defense, and we're going to work into sport later on. So the first part is our self-defense. The biggest thing that I do want to make note of for self-defense is wrist locks are pain compliance, which is why I like them, which is also why I don't like them particularly for self-defense. And if you're dealing with someone who's drunk or high or having a psychotic break, like Donovan.
Not the psychotic break side.
Wrist locks won't work on them. Because you're all pain compliance, so just ignore it. This is one of the reasons the RCMP is moving away from wrist locks and things like that for a lot of their controlling techniques. Is because it is pain compliance, and if you've got people that are not sober, they don't tend to work very well. If you're sober, they tend to work pretty well. Your brain has a sense of self-preservation. If you're not, well, then it tends to be a little bit harder. Cool. Let's start off just stretching the wrists out. Go back. You're not supposed to tap to yourself. Of course, just pull the wrist back. Palm towards you. Grab your thumb, turn out, palm towards you, turn your back, and try to grab the meat of your thumb. I don't want you to pull your thumb off. Other hand. Thumbs up. And then go palms down, turn this way. Be nice to your partner. We've got a long day of wrist locks. Don't kill your partner in the first 10 minutes. Go easy. Okay. So how the wrist sort of bends. So, like we were stretching, right? Wrist bends back this way. Forward this way. It tends, you can go this way. This tends to be a fairly strong way of bending this way. And the last way is I can torque it as well with the rotational pressure. Okay? So self-defenses, right? He pushes on my chest. And 1, 2, 3. So the hands right on my chest, down. My inside hand, chop here. Other hand on the elbow, head down, both hands on the elbow. 1, 2. If he goes with the other hand, and I go this way and I go here, he can arm drag my arm across, take my back. So that's why I want to go this way. 1, 2, here. It's much tougher for him. Here. When I'm here, the chop, it's more of pushing the wrist down. If it's high, now I can get his fingers in my throat, especially for self-defense. Push it down, it's a little easier. Head down. I'm going to pull his elbow in and up, depending on how flexible you are. Here, okay, he's kind of flexible. Lift it up. You can see here that angle increases significantly. Start off, let's give that one try. 1, 2, 3. Yes! First focus clap was awesome!
Sweet.
So now he's going to grab my gi and twist. One hand. Okay. Down here. Okay. Let's go grab here. There we go. So it's in the middle. Okay. So this, he's grabbing and twisting. He's kind of a little more annoying. I'm going to go here. 1, 2, 3. Pretty much the same principle. The difference now is his hands upside down. Again, inside. The other thing about this inside is this chop's hard to get a good angle on. And I lose a lot of my power. This is a lot easier. Better angle, better control. This one hurts a lot more than the first one. Okay? Your hands are used to being pushed this way. It's not used to being pushed this way. And if I push a box or a partner or do a push-up, it's here. We don't tend to do push-up this way. The really sadistic people do push-ups this way. Right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Give that one a try.
Donovan will show you.
So now we're here. I want to start working rotational. So 1, 2. Okay. So 1 and 2 here. So my thumb goes in the back, And my fingers go on the palm, and then both hands. Like I'm holding the controller for an Xbox. One, two, here. Okay. The Aikido version of this, push down, kick him in the face, step over. If you want to do that one, feel free. That's probably not IBJF legal.
You never know until you try, though.
You never know. All right. But getting the angle, thumb on the back, pull, turn here. Okay. There's also a ground snake piece in the back. Okay. We're still on self-defense, so groin strikes, kicks to the face are street legal. Somewhat. Consult your lawyer. Let's go on. Grab across. Yeah. This one's not. I don't recommend using that one a whole lot. It's pretty convoluted. But he grabs. He's trying to intimidate me now. Here. Awesome. Okay. So. Same principle as we were just doing. If he's here, I could get my thumb behind and turn down. Okay, so go here. So it's the same one as we were just doing. If I wanted to, 1, 2, drive my shoulder into his hand here. This one is where you can hurt somebody quite quickly. So it's my whole body. Bang. And use this. That make sense? Go, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So coming back to this one, now we're gonna add on 1, 2. Okay. A gooseneck lock. 1. Same as we did before. But instead of going both hands on the back, I'm gonna grab the thumb. Fingers on the meat. Tap his elbow and try to bring his thumb to his belt. While I'm doing that, the back of his hand goes on my wrist, and then I fold it up. Okay. Gooseneck lock. Okay. Now I just bring my thumb towards me. There's the squeeze. Come here. Come here. One more time. 1. Back 2.
The gentleman that's getting wrist locked. So.
How's everyone's wrist doing so far?
Good.
Life sucks.
Pardon me?
Life sucks.
Well, until your partner stop going so hard. 1 point for that. 1, 2. Make sure my hand's up. If my hand's down, he lifts his elbow up and escapes. So I want to keep him trapped there. Here. Okay, I can push down on the wrist, or I can torque it, which is a different type of pain. Mm-hmm. So now I'm gonna grab my bicep. Sure. Mm-hmm. Or straight across. 1, 2. Okay. Paul's familiar with this one.
It's like Ken is never getting kicked out of a Rebels game ever again.
So he grabs across. Okay. Same side. Now, I've had this probably 4 or 5 times already today. I've always defined the same side as his right hand and my right hand. Everyone else seems to be backwards.
That's cross-eyed.
Everybody else is back. This is Ken's seminar, okay?
Yes, Ron.
I'm trying to be accommodating here. This is how I think about it. So when I say it, this is how. His right hand, my right arm. Same side.
Yep, I don't like so.
1, 2, 3. Okay. So the idea here is you're coming with me. 1, 2, 3. So your hands are together. That's your pivot point, and then your elbows touch together. Yes. That's 1. I'm going to try to give you 2 at the same time. And he goes across, opposite hands, left to right, up, and across. Okay. This one, people have troubles with because they don't bring their elbow high enough. Okay. What happens is people tend to keep their elbow low, and he slides out. So when I'm here, my elbow's up, I trap, keep it really tight, and then I point my elbow at him. With the other hand, one, nice and tight. Here, point my elbow at. Okay. Same side and opposite side. The other thing I'm seeing is my elbow's out. Suck it in. Okay. So instead of being, you can see how far his hand is away from my shoulder. Suck it in. My elbow's still nice and tall. Now I come across. Okay. Nice and tight. I want this one to be good because we're going to use it a bunch later. So now, that's our self-defense portion. So now we're going to move on to sports. We're going to move on to self-defense.
Offense. Self-offense.
Offense. Well, basically offense. Okay. So, as I'm sure most of you have rolled with me before, wrist locks can come from anywhere. Okay, there's lots of different places wrist locks can come from. There's two main parts to the wrist lock. Okay. When we're thinking about sport, okay, I have to control the elbow and I have to control the hand. Okay. If I control the hand but not the elbow, he's going to escape. If I control the elbow but not the hand, he's going to escape as well. Okay. We talked about here doing this. If I'm controlling the hand but not the elbow, he escapes. You always got to make sure you've got that. And again, like jiu-jitsu, I can control his elbow with my hand, with my leg, with my chest, with my body, my hips, with anything. But as long as I have to have that control. Okay. This circle. No, it's not this circle. This circle. Okay. This is a really, really, really useful grab. Okay. So if I grab his wrist. Okay, there's a wrist lock. Right. Anywhere, and then slide. I've got control. Now, there's a wrist lock. Okay. There's a wrist lock. Okay. So this grips, right? My longest finger and my strongest digit. The silly finger. Thumb's not a finger. Digit, the strongest one, can control. Okay. So having those are important. A little bit. The other thing about wrist locks is you won't always get the submission, but it's a good way to open people up to get opportunities to do different submissions. Okay? This is what me and Paul were talking about last time we rolled. But I don't get a lot of wrist locks. I don't finish a lot of them, but they open up a lot of opportunities. I grab here. What do? You pull your hand back. Right. He grabs my biceps, I start going for stuff, he pulls his hand back. Right. So it reduces and it minimizes a lot of what my opponent's doing. I'm on my back. And he's in my guard. Hands in my biceps, trying to hold me down. Awesome. No. Okay. Yes.
No, I know that one well enough. I'm not going anywhere near your bicep.
Right. 1, 2. If he taps, awesome. If not, what do you do? Good. Now I can sit up. I've got options again. Okay, he goes for it. Okay. So he wants to hold me down by my biceps. He doesn't like that. He wants to hold me down by the armpits now. Here. Awesome. Okay. 1, 2. So, like I'm doing an ankle lock or I'm doing guillotine, I come under, grab, and then turn in. Okay. And if he grabs my gi, tries to pin me down by the armpits as well, pull it out. Yeah. There it is. As long as he's, my gi's getting a little short. Yes. His thumb, if I can get my armpit over. Yeah, this works nicely. Okay. Joey's getting smarter.
Yeah,
Put him on my back. He's gonna grab my knees up here. This lock. Here. 1, 2. This lock. Side mounts. Okay, so here. Down.
Oh, that's me.
So I talked before about the two parts of my wrist lock, controlling the elbow and controlling the hand. Okay, so if I'm here, right, control the elbow. Can you escape with your elbow?
Nope.
Can you bring it to your side?
Do it.
Right here. Okay. Take the underhook. Not with your left hand. Yes, awesome. So he goes to the underhook. I whizzer, WHIZZER. Drive it out. So I'm using my chest to push down that way.
The bombs look cool.
Pardon me?
There's the beeping of a bomb going on.
It's a fan. Right, the other one is here. This way. I'm going for this. He's being a jerk about it.
Defending.
AKA defending.
I'm with you, Ken, on that one. Being a jerk about it.
Okay. Those two. Actually, I'll show you one more. Joey's on top of me. This one is. I like this one a lot. Side note.
Americana one?
Yeah. Joey goes for the Americana.
Oh, whoa. Whoa.
One more.
Yeah. I like that.
Works better here. His arm's still around my head. Grab my hands together. Wrist lock.
But when he's pinning against your neck, like he's supposed to for the Americana.
Okay. Grab your hands
Oh
together.
my.
It's a trap.
Oh my.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's another trap.
So what we learned today is don't fight Ken because you can't really defend anything anyway. That's everything we taught about.
Because you're
good
just a
jiu-jitsu.
jerk.
Take your risks.
Because you're a jerk.
That too.
Oh.
Ready?
Home Alone defense?
Defending X choke.
We're gonna have to go
That's
to
when I
SPCA
hit the
and
puppy
some
with the
animals after
stick.
this. Bring the ladies back to our soul.
You get people that do this. That one's a little jankier. Right. Head and arm choke. Here. Defend.
Answer the phone.
Answer the
Answer
phone.
No.
Nope.
No, my first one you did.
The first
Other
one.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here. Drive.
That one. I like
I
that
could have
one.
used that yesterday, you know.
That one's awesome.
After we opened that.
Anytime you get the wrist up against something that won't move, you've got a wrist lock. Hands together. Going for the underbar. Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Never be the same.
Pardon me?
But all, my soul will never be the same
Yes, you can go pet some puppies later.
with a stick.
Grab. Fingers in. Don't tap this time, Joey. What are you gonna do? 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 No. Now he doesn't have my back anymore.
Can you hold that with your ear?
If he wants to.
Subbing him while he's still back there.
Try a couple of those. 1, 2, 3.
How'd you lose the fight? Well, I had back. And,
I've had
You're now to the middle.